In some news just coming in, BCCI chief Sourav Ganguly has said the remaining IPL games can't be played in India. He further added that the BCCI is only left with one or two options rather, either to stage the IPL in the UAE or in England. It is also unclear whether a window can be found to play the outstanding 31 games. IPL was suspended after several players tested positive for COVID-19. Rahul Rawat is getting us more details on that story. Rahul, rather expected given the fact that it looks really unclear as to how the pandemic is going to pan out in the next few weeks or so, then to go back and say that the rest of the 31 games will be played in India. It's been ruled out completely, isn't it?
Well, that's right, Sneha. That was always going to be a very Herculean task to stage the IPL, the remainder of the IPL in India. And as you said, two options. One, of course, is UAE and in England, because the Indian team would be in England for the next 2 to 3 months, starting with the World Test Championship and then the 5 Test series in England. So after that, there's a small window. Of course, there are a few series expected to happen at that particular time, but India would be in England. And before and after that, they have the T20 World Cup to play. So between that, if they can maybe create a 2 to 3 week window and stage an IPL, but that has to be seen whether it is going to be in the UAE or in England, because 3 counties in England, 3 English counties have offered to stage the IPL, and Indian team would be there in England, so that can happen. And also what can happen is just before the T20 World Cup in UAE, which of course is to be staged in India, because there's a question mark over that T20 World Cup as well, if India can host that T20 World Cup in India. As of now, it seems that the most likely option that is going to happen is that T20 will happen in the UAE, and just before that, or maybe after that, the remainder of the IPL can be staged. Or else, as the English counties have already offered,
yes,
maybe
Rahul.
India might just think about hosting that IPL in England.
All right, Rahul, thanks for getting us up to speed with that.